in the back of my head, and it just says like raw, and then I have to say calm down, here's some music, here's some Red Hot Chili Peppers, enjoy it, please enjoy it, because you know what, I love the Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I'm sure that my ADD does as well. Now you can see there's going to be a massive creep stack. I'm going to call it creep stack just because I like it. That's what I've always called it in the game. I'll be like, oh guys, I got Joe's creep stack. I'll go and farm all of that gold, and then you'll smile so much. But at the professional level, it is obviously a little bit harder to do that. Now Soraka's going to be in a little bit of trouble if she stays here for a little bit longer, because there is a Kennen, a Nocturne, and a Miss Fortune on the way, so they will actually maybe get this double kill, and Garen's going to stay in and actually try to focus this down, so Garen is going to die for sure, because he did get ER'd, he got spammed with all of the QWERs possible, and so Garen will for sure die unless, yep, there's the flash, and now Soraka will actually maybe die as well if this Nocturne does in fact get a good Q and E, but he does miss his Q, which is in fact called Duskbringer, so he does miss that. Now the entire time, Peric and Amumu are just kind of slowly like trying to have a little skirmish here. Now Soraka does in fact go down to this triple push, so that's an extremely good push by Nocturne, Kennen, and Miss Fortune. Now Nocturne's going to opt instead to say, you know what, it is time for me to grab the beautiful blue Golem of Love, and I'm just going to get a whole bunch of mana from this. Actually, no, instead he gives it to Kennen, who doesn't even need mana, and so I think that Nocturne says, look, he says no pro. That was not good. And then I think Kaga is the F word for those of you guys who ever want to cuss at a Sweden person. Even though I don't really know why. Sweden people are the most beautiful people ever. Not beautiful, that's a weird way to say. They're so sweet. They're always smiling. And you know, Sweden people, I think those are the people who make shoes. That is probably the most ignorant thing I've ever said in my life. But you know, whenever I hear Sweden, I always imagine an old person, you know, kind of just desperately trying to make shoes. And now Kennen, I think, is saying, you know what, I'm sorry, man, we're taking your blue buff, I will give it to you in our base. And Nocturne is probably just saying, Kaga, no pro. Now he's saying, no, now he's saying Javo. I think that probably means, don't worry, I will repair your shoes on the double. Good gentleman. Now it looks like he's gonna actually try to push in here, and in fact, looks like he's gonna try to flank Amumu. And now Nocturne, in fact, I think he's kind of like the highlight champion of this game. He's kind of being the MVP superstar, and that does come with a little bit of luck, but that is also a lot of skill. Now Garen was trying to push in here now, so is Amumu. Now if he gets a good Q and in fact hits him, he does. Now he's gonna be able to chase Amumu down, but no, instead he opts to go for Garen. Now the entire army is in fact coming out, so Garen and his friends will be in a huge advantage because it is a 2 versus 3, but Nocturne is pretty fed. He has 6 kills and 1 death. It's almost better than having a whole bunch of kills spread out between a lot of units. Now the Garen is going to be pushing back here. Amumu actually does push in. That was a very not heads up play by the Amumu. So now it looks like also Alistar will go down. So the entire team does go down to the green team. So that was an extremely good play by the green team, because now they have an entire, I think every single person on the enemy team did in fact die except for Katarina. So Katarina is the only person alive. Now looks like they're gonna decide that it is time to push the top tower. They're gonna definitely knock down this top tower, and I think they're actually gonna push into here and try to get the second tower as well, but they will definitely knock down this first tower here with this advantage of having every single person on the enemy team dead. Now Katarina is very wisely trying to make something happen and push down the middle lane here and grab the second tower, but the green team will not have any of that, and so they're going to push in here, and if Katarina is not careful, she will die with 1,666 HP, which is in fact the sign of the devil, 666. But no, the green team is in fact instead going for Baron. So I really like this play by green. They're going to say, you know what, you may be a little bit in the lead, but we're just going to get a lot in the lead. Now Galileo is going to leave the game in the middle of the tournament. Say, don't worry guys, I just have to take a pee. It's not like it really matters too much if I'm even here or not. I think Galileo's only level 7. How long has he been gone? Are they 4v5ing? Oh my goodness. In a tournament? Because I know this is tournament play. I typed in tournament play and it came up with this, and this was like the most downloaded game ever. So this Nocturne is just being a freaking hero. And now if we go to a quick item interlude, you can see that we actually do have on the Nocturne a Wriggle's Lantern, Berserker Boots, Vampiric Scepter into a no, this is like black something or another. You just can't see what it's called. I forget what it's called. Actually, I guess I can just go down here and see. The Black Cleaver, and that does just kind of reduce armor. So that's a really good play. This is kind of higher end build though. That's just simply because, you know, you don't really need to worry at the higher end, at the lower end level, just getting a whole bunch of armor on their units. Now there's going to be an ulti onto Alistar, so Alistar will die. And this is where Nocturne just gets really scary. There actually is going to be an ulti, so Amumu will die for the good of the cause, but Alistar is going to run away. Now they're going to be a little bit, you know, ahead just because Nocturne is so far ahead for his team. I mean, he's really kind of being the guy who is carrying this team. Now, Galio is still gone. That is a long, very, very long pee break, and I'm hoping that you guys actually enjoy this video as another interlude because there's just a little bit of a break of action. I'm kind of realizing that League of Legends is a lot more fun to cast than StarCraft 2, and if you guys actually do want to watch my StarCraft 2 cast, it is Big Bear StarCraft 2, just look me up. But I think that I'm going to call this guy Very Easy AI. I wanted to call myself Easy AI like right after I started casting, but then I was like, screw it, I'm not going to make a whole new page, and people had given me backgrounds and stuff, and then I was just like, ugh, now I can't change it. So I'm just going to call myself Easy AI for this, and I will, you know, if you guys like this and you guys show me a whole bunch of support, I'll continue casting these games because it is a little bit parching on the throat and a little bit parching on the stamina, and it does take away from my StarCraft 2 videos a little bit, but you know what, League of Legends deserves as much, if not more love than StarCraft 2, because I mean, it is such a fun game to play. I certainly love it. It is definitely a time waster. It's one of those games that you can just play for hours and hours and hours and then realize it's like 9 o'clock at night and just be like, WTF, I have a test tomorrow. What is going on? Now Nocturne is saying, hey Galio, what the heck are you doing? Get your gargoyle butt in gear and get back into this game. But instead he is just kind of floating away saying, I'll see you in the nightmares, because I am in fact internally there. If you guys actually click on him, it says the Eternal Nightmare, so that way you guys can actually understand that joke. Now Kennen is going to continue to just kind of destroy here with her Abyssal Scepter. Oh, so you know, I was gonna take an item check, but then I forgot. So now we go to Kennen, who still has her Regrowth Pendant, still has Sorcerer's Boots, now is going into Abyssal Scepter, Hextech Revolver, and a second Regrowth Pendant. It looks like Tark is going for Morello's Evil Tomb, and Mercury Treads, and Misfortune is going Doran's Blade, Ionin Boots of Lucidity, Vampiric Scepter, Phage, Pickaxe, BF Sword, which is big effing sword. I figured that out actually. And this is Avarice Blade, and Health Potion, and Sapphire Crystal, because Galio isn't even in the game. He's taking the world's longest P. I'm starting to suspect that it is not in fact a P, and he just had to go out of the tournament. Maybe his mom had to call him and say, son, what are you doing away from me so long? And Galio's like, I'm sorry, mom. Or actually, I guess Oval Hinha, and saying, I'm sorry, mom, I swear to God I'll be home soon. She's like, nope, not before supper, sorry, sport. And then he's like, sorry guys. They're like, but dude, this is for 3,000 bucks. He's like, I know, man, can't do it. So now Nocturne is just saying, don't worry guys, I'm gonna take the team, put them on my shoulders, and just kind of carry all of them. And now he's gonna be pushing in All-Star and Garen here are going to all be kind of deterred from any sort of push. Nocturne's going to continually be pushing in here, but you can see that Amumu and Katarina are both going to be pushing in here, probably going to be trying to push in and take down the second turret, but I think that the green team will in fact have the correct respondents and actually deal with that. Unlike some of the other teams I've actually been on where they say, hey man, don't worry, it's fine. At the levels of 16, I'm pretty sure that the turret can deal with an Katarina and an Amumu and the entire creep. Now they're instead saying, haha, we fooled you, we were all hiding in the grass, we're actually going to push top tower. And so now the green team is going to have to respond to that, but it looks like they're actually saying it is gone. Now Nocturne is saying, let's get the Baron. I think he's saying let's push or Baron. So I know O is or. So solo is something or Baron. Now he's saying, I'm going to farm top, because Vau is the same thing as Ver, which is to go, and that just means or ear, I guess. And he's saying, I'm going to go top. So now it looks like Nocturne is going to continually just kind of be chomping down on this creep. If you go to his creep kill, you can see he's a massive 153, which is incredible, as well as having 7 kills, which is why I always jungle my Nocturne. And me personally, I think Nocturne is my favorite character in the game. He actually definitely is my favorite character in the game. And I think that it's a spoiler alert. The replay thing I do use to decide what character to kind of be the point of view, because in order to make the replay work, you actually do have to have a point of view of somebody. And now Nocturne is going to completely push in. His Rockout will in fact go down, and there's going to be a second casualty in the fact that Amumu will die now. And now Alistar is saying, crap, see you guys later. I'm just going to kind of sprint off here, and I'm going to ghost. And I think that he's going to be killed nonetheless, because it looks like Nocturne and friends, because I think it's Nocturne kind of leading the charge as being the Mormon that he is, will in fact be able to take out Alistar, but Alistar did in fact get away. It looks like unless Tark actually does get the stun off, and if he gets a second stun, he actually does try to stun a second time, but no, they're actually saying, you know what, it is not worth it, we're going to push back, because there is in fact 3 guys in the field, now 4, and you don't really know where they are. And so now Nocturne's just going to continually be farming. Now Katarina is pushing the middle. This is a good time to push middle. They are a little bit out of position, but if she does not push out away from them in a couple of seconds, she will in fact suffer the consequences. Now Kennen here is going to just kind of push in, take out all of this creep, and I don't think Nocturne's viewed the spot for a while. He's going to continually just farm all of the minions here, and I think that now we're going to get off to this point where it's going to be make it or break it time. That is in fact a cheerleading movie that I had to see with a girl that I once knew, but then I got to the end of it and I was like, you said that this was going to be good. She said it was good, and I was like, nope, sorry, it is over. Nocturne gonna get Dragon. It looks like he's just gonna kind of solo it and say, don't worry guys, I got this giant flighty beast of mythicality, because I am the eternal nightmare. I'll haunt its dreams. And Nocturne's at a whopping level 17, whereas the rest of his team is in fact 15, 15, 17, 17, while Galio is at his mom's house eating dinner at a meager level of 7. So now I think there's going to be... Sorry for that sniffle, by the way, guys. I've literally been talking for 30 minutes straight. This is kind of epic, and this is kind of actually quite hard to do. And I'm actually kind of not really sweaty, but just a little bit hot and a little bit uncomfortable. Andrew! Andrew! Oh, never mind. I thought there was someone in my room, but this game is so intense. He actually left quite a while ago. I was going to have him open the window or something, because this game is crazy. I think I'm just going to open a window right now. Hold on a sweet little second, guys. Oh, thank God. That was hot. It's hot in here, man. It is like an oven, because you know what? Nocturne is saying if you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. And now there's going to be, it looks like a congregation of the green tribe of the League of Legends people. And if you've ever seen the release trailer for League of Legends, I actually think it's kind of funny. It's like what is it? It's Ryze, and Ryze is literally a boss in that replay. And I mean, in the in like the release thing that they have, he's literally a boss. Like, he's just sitting there, and he's like, and he his eyes glow, and he's killing everything, and he like freezes somebody, and he's like, he kills minions just by flicking his hand. It's insanium. And now Nocturne's gonna, looks like he's just going to try to steal Baron, and it looks like they're not in fact going for Baron. So Nocturne will be a little bit happy, but he is in fact throwing down a what's it called, a ward sight here, so he can see when they are going to be going for Baron. And Baron here is sitting here with a whopping 11,000 HP. Now Alistar and Soraka are actually going to push in here, and they will be able to scout this out, so this is going to be a very, very good time for them to push in, and they need to get this blue buff and then immediately go for Baron, because they cannot let it die. But you can see that I actually do not know how much HP Baron has, and now I can see it because Nocturne is going to look at it, and they're going to try to steal it. I think Kennen's going to try to steal it from him. He'll have to time it pretty well, but I think that they know that there is in fact a ward inside of it, and so now they're going to counter ward, and Kennen's going to be forced to run away. And this thing has a lot of HP, but it's going to be steadily regaining HP. I think they're going to push in and steal Baron for themselves. Now, if I was the red team, this would be a perfect time to in fact counter push, but I think this Baron will in fact go down, and it will be the green team's Baron, because the red team will not be able to run in and steal it. And it looks like they will not, because now the green team does in fact have Baron, and if there was a time to push, and it was the ideal time, it would be now. And Nocturne is saying Wriggle with a little heart. Is someone on this team named Wriggle? I do not think so. So there is no Wriggles, and if we look at the item build, you can see he's just simply transitioning into magic resistance to deal with Soraka. Who else is casting magic? Probably Katarina. I don't know if Katarina does magic, but he's getting magic resistance